Imagine walking into your church on a Sunday morning and being told that God has gifted you a luxury car, a BMW, a Lexus, or even a Cadillac for just $1,000. A miracle, a blessing, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But what if it was all a lie? The story begins in Los Angeles, California, in 1997. Robert Gomez was just 19 years old, working as a security guard. He lived with a friend and co-worker, James R. Nichols, at the time. Gomez had a story that would set the stage for one of the most infamous religious scams in U.S. history. Gomez told Nichols that he was the adopted son of a wealthy executive named John Bowersa, devout Christian who had recently passed away in Texas. He claimed that Bowers had left him not just a fortune, but a mission to give away luxury vehicles to other Christians as blessings. Just before Christmas, Robert Gomez walked into Christ Christian Home Missionary Baptist Church in Compton, where the Nichols family had long been members. He introduced himself from the pulpit as Bowers' heir and announced that he would be giving away miracle cars from his father's estate for a small conveyance fee. According to Gomez, Bowers had left behind a fleet of late-model luxury sedans, BMWs, Mercedes-Benzes, Cadillacs, which were to be gifted to Christians as part of his will. All people had to do was pay a small title transfer fee, just $1,000 or so, and wait. God had blessed them with cars. No VIN numbers, no proof, just faith. That very same day, church members swarmed Rose Nichols James's mother with money orders and cashier's checks. She was seen as the contact person for the estate's lawyers. In just one night, they collected over $30,000 in so-called conveyance fees. The cars, one woman said, were truly a miracle from God. And the name stuck. Soon, the miracle cars grew from 16 to hundreds. Word of mouth spread like wildfire through churches across California and into Tennessee. Gomez and Nichols couldn't keep up, so they recruited team captains to help sell more miracle cars, each earning a piece of the action. Enter Gwen Baker, a sharp financial advisor from Memphis who saw more than a miracle, she saw profit. She quit her job and opened a national office to sell miracle cars full-time. Gomez called her a national finder. Churches across the Southeast now became sales funnels for the scam. By the year 2000, sales exploded. One Missouri pastor earned nearly $1 million in finder's fees. Former NFL stars Neil Smith and Ricky Sigler bought $700,000 worth of miracle cars. The scam had now taken in over $20 million, and no car had ever been delivered. But the longer people waited, the more uneasy they became. The promised delivery dates were pushed back over and over. And yet, when some asked for refunds, they actually got them. Gomez and Nichols paid early refunds using new money coming in, a classic Ponzi-style trick. To keep the illusion alive, Gomez began forging letters from a Toyota dealership in Gardena. These letters assured buyers that the cars were real, just being stored in secure lots. No one had ever seen a VIN, but with God's name attached, most didn't ask questions. So where was the money going? While thousands believed they were waiting on their miracle cars, Robert Gomez was wiring millions into casino accounts. His goal? To become a professional gambler. He even gambled alongside Hustler founder Larry Flynt, once winning nearly $1 million playing Pai Gow poker. By late 2001, cracks formed in the partnership. Gomez and Nichols went separate ways. Nichols opened a custom car parts shop in Las Vegas with some of the scam money. Gomez kept gambling. The illusion was starting to fall apart. In Higginsville, Missouri, a local police chief named Cindy Schroer started asking questions. Too many miracle cars were being sold in her small town. She filed a report and sent it to the Missouri Attorney General. That report would eventually blow the whole scam wide open. Soon, U.S. Attorney Todd Graves assigned the case to Dan Stewart. The investigation was led by Postal Inspector Steve Hamilton and IRS fraud agent Gary Marshall. Phone taps were placed. The money trail was followed. What they found shocked even seasoned investigators. Despite being warned that the scheme was under investigation, Baker and Conway kept selling cars. They were either too deep or too greedy. The evidence grew. Over 4,000 victims, $21 million collected, and $8.6 million refunded just to keep it alive. On the 10th of June, 2002, Robert Gomez was arrested inside a Larry Flint-owned casino. Nichols turned himself in a month later. Baker and Conway also surrendered. Federal prosecutors indicted all four on 23 counts each of wire fraud and money laundering. In court, the victims came forward one by one. A car dealer lost over $200,000. Another man said the scam ruined his mother's retirement. One witness even noticed that the man posing as a bank officer changed voices. His accent didn't match. It was all fake. On the 5th of June, 2003, both Gomez and Nichols were found guilty on all 46 counts. Gomez was sentenced to nearly 22 years. Nichols received over 24, partly because he had lied on the stand 7 times. Both were ordered to repay millions. In 2008, years later, 2,300 victims finally received partial restitution, just 6% of what they lost. The rest of the money vanished, and no one ever saw a single miracle car. All that remained were broken promises, forged papers, and faith exploited.